Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another pregnancy update for you. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've done one last, but time just really slips away and I'm like 15 and a half weeks now, which is just crazy. I can't believe it. It's just flying by. You can probably see a little head floating around down here. It's Marco. The other two are having their morning nap. Usually Marco would sleep at the same time, but he woke up extra early this morning, so he's already had his nap. So I'm now like 15 and a half weeks. I don't know where the time has gone. I really don't. I've had a couple of appointments and I will explain all what's been happening over the last few weeks, so since my last pregnancy update. So where do I start? Okay, so I can't remember. I think it was my 12-week update that I did, like my very first one. I'm sure I've only done like one. No, maybe I've done two. I can't even remember. This is my second or third. I'm really sorry. Baby brain, can I blame it on baby brain? I think I can. Last week when I was 14 and a half weeks, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I was absolutely soaked. I obviously was really scared. I thought maybe my waters had broken again. So I switched on the light and checked. Obviously, I know this is a bit grim and I'm really sorry if it's too much information, but I did smell it to see if it could be wee or my waters. It wasn't bloody or anything. I literally woke up and it was the bed. What are you saying? What are you saying? So, I woke up and I was soaked, the bed was soaked, the duvet was soaked, and the pillow that I had in between my legs was soaked. So I woke up my husband and I was like, I'm not sure if I've wet the bed or if my waters have broken. And he just laughed and he was like, whatever, get back to bed, put a towel on it and just get some sleep. I was like, okay. So I called the midwife actually because I was a little nervous. Obviously my previous pregnancy with Marco, my waters did break early. I had a premature rupture of the membrane, so I am being closely watched by all the midwives and the nurse and the consultants and the doctors up at the hospital, just in case it happens again. Obviously I would rather it didn't, but who knows, you just can't judge these things. So yeah, I called the midwife and explained that I was only 14 and a half weeks and I think my waters had gone. She obviously panicked a little bit because if your waters break so early, the outcome isn't great. So I was really nervous, and it was actually early hours of the morning that was Nico's birthday, so I think it was last Thursday on the 6th. Anyway, so she said that she couldn't do anything for me at that moment in time, just to get some rest. So I went back to sleep and then called the doctors, the early pregnancy assessment unit and everything in the morning, and I finally managed to get an appointment and see somebody. So I went there and they basically have a little test now where it's a swab, and they just take a swab and they check for any amniotic fluid. The test only takes about 5 minutes to run after the swab, so you know for certain then whether your waters have broken or not, which they never had last time. So I had to lay down for 20 minutes to half an hour because they say if you lay flat and your waters have broken, there usually is a pool of water, like a puddle of water, and when they open you up they'll be able to see it. So they checked, they couldn't see anything, but they did the swab and she said that there were no traces of amniotic fluid, so that was great. My waters didn't break, but that probably means I just wet myself, which is a little bit embarrassing, and I can't believe I'm sharing it with all of you lot on here. But pregnancy symptoms, I don't know, I must have been like in a major sleep and not even realised. You're gonna come and join me. So yeah, I did say to the midwife, could it be wee? Did I wet myself? Did I wet the bed? Which is like totally embarrassing. She said it may well have been. She said it could have been night sweats, and I just thought that's a ridiculous amount of sweat. If that was sweat, that was like ridiculous, because I'm usually a sweaty person in the heat and it was a very hot day that day, but I'm not convinced it was sweat. So yeah, I think I probably just peed myself, which is really, really embarrassing, but oh well, it happens. It happens to the best of us, I'm sure. Please tell me I'm not the only one that does that. Oh God. Yeah, that was a bit worrying for me. I also had they did a scan, because when I was there and they tested the amniotic fluid and everything like that, she put the Doppler on my tummy, and obviously I know I am still early, so she said there is a possibility that they wouldn't be able to hear the heartbeat, but because they couldn't find it at all, they gave me a scan there and then, just to make sure everything was okay. And everything is fine. The baby had a heartbeat, it was swimming around in loads of fluid, so all is good again. And then I went back, I think it was last week as well, the Monday last week. I had a consultant appointment. I am going to be under the consultant the whole way through this pregnancy, just because of all the difficulties I had with little Marco here. So the consultant just basically said that obviously she's hoping for a easy pregnancy, she's hoping for a full pregnancy, which I am hoping for too. Where are you going? What are you doing? There, get your belly away. She's hoping for a full pregnancy. So I am booked in, obviously, for my 20-week scan, which is in a couple of weeks' time. And then I go back for a 28-week scan, just so they can check the growth of the baby, see how everything's going, because my waters broke with Marco at 27 weeks. So obviously, yeah. What are you saying? So obviously if that happens again, then by 28 weeks, there may be a plan in place or something like that. So I feel good that she's feeling optimistic about this pregnancy. I am just hoping that Marco was a little random one-off, so fingers crossed. My symptoms, my sickness has really died down, thank goodness, because I was beginning to feel just so down about it and so tired, exhausted. It just takes it out of you, actually, being sick. Yeah, I was being sick a couple of times a day, every single day, which, as you can imagine, takes its toll. I was exhausted. I wasn't really getting much fluid or food intake, just because whatever I would eat, I would then bring it back up again. So I just felt so drained. I'm feeling a lot better at the moment, actually. I haven't been physically sick maybe in a couple of days, and the whole feeling sick has gone. It does come back every now and again. It hasn't gone completely, but it's not there constantly, which is great, and it makes a huge difference. So yeah, thank goodness for that. I don't really have any cravings, actually. I've kind of gone off everything. I think because I was being sick so much, the thought of food would just make me just not want to eat anything or fancy anything. My husband would call me on the way back from work and be like, what do you want for dinner? And I'd always be like, I don't know what I fancy. But I genuinely didn't know what I could eat, because I was so worried that I was going to eat it. Like, he'd cook me a nice meal, I'd eat it, and then just bring it straight back up again. So yeah, it's been a bit difficult food wise. I haven't really sort of fancied anything in particular. I have been drinking a lot of water and eating more fruit still, but I think that's just because of the weather as well, because the weather's been so nice. Other than today, it's miserable today, which is very annoying. My sleep is just really like non-existent. I mean, I'm still getting up and down to feed Marco in the night. He's not a great sleeper. I don't know if it's because he wears his boots, I'm not sure, but he in general isn't the greatest sleeper. And then obviously I'm up and down going to the toilet, tossing and turning because I can't get comfortable. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. You are so wiggly. What are you doing? Do you just want to see yourself? Is that what you want to do? Yeah. He's teething as well. Look at him. Oh, you're so gorgeous. You're so scrubby. What are you doing? What are you doing? Look, put your belly away. You look like mummy. So I will show you my belly if I can. Bear with me a second. I'll just put the baby down. Here is my tummy. If you can see, I don't think I've really grown much. I think I've probably slowed down now. I think what happened, I shot out straight away and then it's just slowed down. Thank goodness, because had I carried on growing, I think I would have been the size of a house, which wouldn't have been fun. So I think that's probably all I need to tell you. I've got the midwife next week for my 16-week checkup. I guess she'll listen in on the heartbeat, or try to. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was interesting for you. Sorry about the whole peeing myself part, but I just thought I'd tell you because why not? It's what's happened, it's part of my pregnancy. So yes, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in my next update. Bye.